Hi there film fans, Kieran here with another episode of Kieran's Movie Space, the podcast where I review the latest films and TV shows. In this episode, I'm reviewing the brand new dramedy from Shawn Anders, Instant Family. Inspired by a true story, Instant Family follows a happily married couple played by Mark Wahlberg and Rose Byrne, who flip their entire lives upside down when they decide to adopt a 15-year-old girl and her two younger siblings. I know that this film came out a while ago in the States, but we just got it here in the UK, which is why I'm only now getting around to reviewing it. And to talk about my expectations for a second, I was really actually looking forward to this film. I thought the trailer was really good, the cast is obviously great, and I've got to say that even with my relatively high expectations, I had a great time watching this. So let's just get straight into the full review, starting with what I liked about Instant Family, and we might as well start with what I think is the film's biggest achievement, which is the amazing cast and the characters. Whether you're talking about Mark Wahlberg and Rose Byrne, who are both great here, or the three younger actors, everyone in this cast makes you absolutely believe in this family, and the dynamic between each of the characters is easily the most enjoyable aspect of this entire film. There are dozens of reasons why this element of Instant Family works, but I think most of it comes down to the way Anders approached the characters, because it doesn't feel like a Hollywood version of a family, it just feels like a family. The younger kids feel like young kids, the teenager acts the way most teenagers tend to, and the two parents are reacting to everything in the way that you would expect real parents to react. So it's easier to jump on board with the film because the characters and the dynamic between this family feels so authentic. As with any comedy, one of the things I'm looking for the most is humour, and that's where Instant Family really works. This film is absolutely hilarious. I was laughing pretty much from beginning to end. I mean, it's not the funniest film of all time or anything like that, but it's consistent with the humour, and there wasn't a single joke that landed flat. The style of comedy really worked for me as well because it didn't fall into the trap of going too far, which is something that a lot of these studio comedies tend to do. Instead of being outrageous and over the top, the humour was really smart throughout and they kept finding different ways to make the audience laugh without becoming stupid or unrealistic. As you can imagine though, the film isn't always rainbows and sunshine, it's dealing with some serious material with adoption and fostering, as well as abuse and addiction, and while it is an extremely funny film, it also works on a very emotional level. Even as someone who doesn't have kids, there were a lot of moments in here that made me tear up a bit, so I can only imagine how someone who's gone through fostering or has kids of their own will react to this film, because for every comedic moment, there's a really heartfelt and sentimental one just behind it, and the true highlight of Instant Family is the balance that Shawn Anders strikes between the heartfelt drama and the comedy. Moving on to the things that I didn't enjoy about Instant Family, I really only have one issue, which is that the film became quite predictable and formulaic. There were certainly some surprising and original moments, but the overall narrative of the film felt really familiar, making it easy to see where the story was heading and how things were going to work out. That goes for the performances as well, because even though Mark Wahlberg and Rose Byrne worked as the two leads, we have seen the actors playing these same kind of characters in the past. So I feel like a little more originality in the characters and the storytelling would have helped to make this a stronger film. Overall guys, Instant Family flawlessly balances smart and hilarious comedy with some authentic, heartwarming drama, and while the screenplay and performances could have been a bit more original, there's no denying that the film does everything it needed to do to offer viewers a satisfying and ridiculously funny trip to the cinema. To give Instant Family a score out of 10, I'm going to go with a solid 8. For more movie and TV show reviews, make sure you hit subscribe. I'm going to be reviewing the Lego Movie 2 later this week, so look out for that. But until then, thanks for checking out this review. I'll see you next time.